Hey, good morning and happy Aloha Friday. Definitely starting to get into our groove now during homecoming week. Um, but it's kind of important to keep an eye on that. Sometimes it's real easy for a groove to become a rut, and we'll want to make sure that we're really staying on top of things. And I know as parents, it can feel like just overwhelming with the amount of things that you have to do and keep track of and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of have a love hate relationship with Parent Square right now. It seems like um, it's one of those things where it is notifying parents of a lot of different things, but I don't want you to get into that, where it's just kind of background noise and those kinds of things. And so, um, I know that I try to limit the amount of posts that I do to just one a week. So I try to condense everything into this post and try to limit the amount of just background noise you guys have as parents. Another thing I wanted to point out too, that the district does a pretty good job of is there's a lot of resources on the parent resource page for the district. And so if you go to the Center Grove Community Corporation webpage, the main corporation page, not Middle School North, and you'll see a tab that says Parents. And then underneath there, you'll see Parent Resources. Now, within there is just a wealth of information for all the things that you guys have to deal with as parents. And so um, please take a look at some of that information, especially if you're dealing with issues with maybe some homelessness, or dealing with trauma, mental health issues, those kinds of things. We want to help where we can. And so um, you know I encourage you to check out those resources and let us know if there's any other way we can help support you as parents. It is essential that all of us work together to, lift up our students, and that includes both here at school and assisting us any way that we can assist you with your, jobs at home. So, uh, you know, along those same veins, thank you so much for all of the parents who have volunteered their time to assist us with the field trip next week to the zoo. Those permission forms were due this week. So Mr. Salo and I are going to sit down today and make a list of all of those that we still need from all of the parents who have contacted me about volunteering and going as a chaperone. I should have responded back to you as far as whether you needed to complete a background check form or not. We're going to finalize those today and early next week. So we're not taking any more adult volunteers. We're good now. And that'll give us some time to make sure that we have background checks on all those parents who are doing that. So if you haven't already, please fill in the permission slip form either online or the paper copy that was sent home in social studies. We're going to be finalizing those lists again today and contacting people early next week. So some important dates that are coming up are the zoo field trip, which is next week, next Thursday, September 29th. And then the following Monday is going to be the end of the first 9 weeks. And then we have parent conferences coming up the 5th and 6th of October. So fall break is coming pretty quick. Really looking forward to some time off and heading north, heading up to Michigan to spend some time up at with my parents and my brother. Okay, so far as what's happening this week in science, we are finishing up atomic structure. We took the vocab quiz yesterday, and I hope to have this wrapped up next week, probably giving the notebook quiz on Friday. Now, it's going to kind of stink having the field trip and then the day after that doing the quiz. but it's better than giving it on Monday, was my opinion. So we're going to do some review next week. We're actually starting the review today. So, it shouldn't be too tough for the kids. Remember, it's a notebook quiz, so they can use their science notebooks. So this might be a great weekend to sit down and ask them to take a look at their science notebook and get that organized. Remember, they're welcome to take pictures of my notebook. Mine is available every day, and they're welcome to take pictures of that and get that information into their own notebooks. As far as in biology, we are finishing up a quick review of cell structure and cell function. And then we're actually using microscopes for a couple days to look at some different types of cells, prokaryotes, eukaryotes, plant cells, animal cells, and just getting some experience using the microscopes. And then next week, we're going to start into cell membrane and membrane permeability and looking at different types of cell transport. So that's what's happening in biology. In biology, I will not have time to have another assessment before the end of the 9 weeks. So their assessment grade is pretty much where it's at. But there are obviously some labs that we're doing with microscopes and some homework / practice that those students will be completing. So again, thank you so much for everything you do as parents. I know it often feels like an overwhelming job, and just know that we're here to support you any way we can. As always, if you have any question, comments, or concerns, please contact me, and I'll get to you as quickly as I can. Thank you so much.